Let's talk about the factors that affect the timing of your F4 immigrant visa interview letter. If you are waiting for your interview letter, you might be wondering, why is it taking so long? In this video, I will break it down in simple terms so you can understand exactly what's going on. Hello, my name is John and welcome. Before we talk about the timing, let's quickly explain what the F4 visa is. The F4 immigrant visa is for siblings of US citizens, okay? So if you have a brother or sister who is a US citizen, they can file the I-130 petition for you to come to the United States of America and get a green card. It's a way to reunite families and let siblings live close to each other again. Now you might ask, why is there a long way for F4 visa? Well, there are some important reasons. Let's look at them step by step. The first reason is a limited number of visas available each year. The US government only gives out a certain number of F4 visas. Okay, so when too many people apply, they can't all get visas at the same time. It is like waiting in line for a popular ride at an amusement park, okay? If a line is long, you have to wait your turn. The second reason is priority date. When someone files an I-130 petition in F4 visa, the priority date is set. The date is like your spot in line. Okay, your position in line. It's the date USCIS receive your application. So you must wait for your priority date to become current, meaning that it's your time to get a visa. To know that your priority date becomes current, you have to check the visa bulletin board published by the US Department of State each month. The third reason is your country of origin. Where you are from can also change how long you have to wait. Some countries like India, Mexico, and the Philippines, also China mainland born, have more people applying for F4 visas. Because there are so many applicants from these countries, the wait time is longer. This is because the US limits the number of visas each country can get. Before we continue, if you are a spouse of a US citizen, or spouse of a permanent resident, or parent of a US citizen who are preparing your immigrant visa, we have some ebooks that can help you with the interview questions and answers. The link is in the description below. Now let's go back to the video. Let's say you are from India, for example. The F4 category might be backlogged by 15 to 20 years. But if you are from a country with fewer applicants, the wait time may be shorter. The fourth reason is processing times at USCIS. After the initial petition is filed, the I-130 petition is filed, USCIS has to process it. This step can take months or even years. Okay, so why is that? Because it's just because USCIS receives thousands of petitions every day. Sometimes they are short on staff, or there might be delays because of special checks they need to do. If your petition is missing some information or documents, this could slow down the process even more. The fifth reason is National Visa Center, NVC. So once USCIS approve your case, that case will move to NVC, National Visa Center, especially if you are coming to the United States of America on immigrant visa. NVC will ask you, the petitioner, to submit some document like financial document, file affidavit of support. The beneficiary will submit some document like police clearance certificate, birth certificate, all those documents. So after you send those documents, that's when NVC, will review everything and then move your case to the U.S. consulate, where the beneficiary will go for interview. If some of those documents are incorrect, well, NVC will ask you to resubmit those documents. That can lead to a long processing time. That's why it's always better to double check all your documents before you submit it to NVC, National Visa Center, to avoid delays. Sometimes, even when your priority date is current, you still have to wait for your interview. Here are some reasons why. The first reason is on the backlog at the U.S. consulate. If there are many people applying at your consulate, well, you have to wait, a little longer for your turn. Another thing also is some embassies or consulate are short on staff. They only have a few officers, or maybe they are experiencing frequent closure due to local event in the country where they're located. The second reason is global event. Okay, so event like a pandemic, you see that in 2019, that can slow down visa processing. Okay, so you see that in the case of COVID-19, embassies around the world will stop or limited visa interviews. Okay, even after they reopen, they had to work through a huge backlog of cases. So global events like pandemic or major crisis can affect when you receive your interview letter. The third reason is administrative processing. So after your interview, your case might go to administrative processing. It means that the consulate needs more time to look at your application before making a decision. This can happen if they need to verify some information or do additional security check, or if there are other questions about your case. Reason number 4 can be mistakes or missing information. If your documents have mistakes or you didn't send all the required information, your case might be put on hold. This is why it's very important to double check on everything before you send it to the NVC or bring it to your interview. One of the best ways to stay informed, or basically to know when your interview might happening, is to check the visa bulletin board, like I say, every month. This visa bulletin is published by the U.S. State Department each month. You have to check that to see if your priority date becomes current. If your priority date is current in the final action date chart on the visa bulletin, it means that your interview letter could be coming soon. Waiting can be hard, but here are some tips to make it easier. So the first thing is to stay organized. So keep copies of all documents and make sure everything is in one place. The second is to check your email. The NVC or your local U.S. embassy might contact you by email. Make sure the email don't go to your spam folder. Third is to follow update. So check the visa bulletin and update from the consulate's website regularly. It's very important. And then fourth, be prepared. When your interview is closed, review all the documents you need to bring. Okay, so this can prevent delays during the interview process. So guys, remember, the timing for your F4 immigrant visa depends on many factors. The limited number of visas, your priority dates, the country you are from, NVC and USCIS processing times, and also the US consulate backlogs and global events. Patience is key, but staying informed makes the process easier. Thanks for watching.